we are representing a real number on a straight line. Then for that purpose we have taken a directed line
Aftab,
segment x dash into x. Then we have mark 0 on this 0 mark somewhere here 0. This is my 0 o point, and we have taken it as a 0, so that this directed line segment divided into two parts. The right part of this O, right
Aftab,
side of this
Aftab.
O is called as a positive side. The left side of this O is called as a negative side. Then we have taken one point, we have marked A to the right of O. Here we have taken right of O and we take it as a 1. This is 0 and this is 1. Therefore, OA equal to what? OA equal to distance. How? What is distance? Unity. Whatever may be unity on a certain scale. Then divide OA into n parts. Divided OA into n parts, and each part equal to 1 by n. Now I am going to multiply this 1 by n by m. That means let us take 1 by m times, as m is positive, we should move to the right side of O. This distance, this is the first 1 into 1 by n, first, second, here we get. Likewise, this is an example. Suppose this one distance O is divided into 4 parts, so each part equal to 1 by 4, and I want to calculate 100. Suppose I want to calculate 5 times. Let us me uh, uh, show once again. Suppose this distance, this is A, this is O, we are dividing into 4 parts. This is equal parts, each of it is 1 by 4. So this is 1 into 1 by 4, this is 2 into 1 by 4. Total distance 2 into 1 by 4, this one. 3 into 1 by 4, this is 3 by 4, this total distance OA 3 by 4. And this is 4 into 4 by 4, that is, this is 1 represented. And 5 into 1 by 4, 5 into 1 by 4, here we get 5 into 1 by 4. And this point represent the number 5 divided by 4. This is my P, suppose. Here I have taken n equal to 4, I have taken m equal to 5, and this point P represent 5 by 4 on this scale. Likewise, if we generalize this, then here the any rational number n by m by n is represented by a point. Okay. Similarly, this shows that we can show any rational number on a real line. This is, we can show any rational number on a real line. Now, there are infinitely many rational numbers. Suppose this is a one rational number, this is one rational number, this is OA, this is X, and here is X dash. This distance is 1, total distance, this is 1, this is 0. Okay. And this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, a rational number. This is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 0.3. Here is 0.1 by 3, suppose. This is one rational number, this is two rational number. If we take 5 by 2, 5 by 2 is somewhere like this, 5 by 2. This is a rational number. And for this rational number, I have a point on the straight line. Suppose this point is P. Suppose this point is another, suppose L. For between these two rational number, there are how many points? You can see the this line is made up of points, and therefore there are infinite points between rational number L and rational number P. and for every point there are infinite rational number. Here there are infinite, as there are infinite point, the rational numbers are also infinite between any two rational numbers. Okay, now suppose on the small scale, suppose this is OA, we have taken a part of that straight line, this is my OA. Let us make a square of distance OA. This is suppose again OA, this is OA, this is OA. We get a square since each side is of equal length. Now let us see the diagonal of this square. Then this diagonal equal to, suppose this is, we have taken 1, this is 1, then length of this diagonal is equal to root 2. Now take that distance OA, this diagonal distance, and uh, if we draw on a straight line, if we draw on a straight line, this is x dash, this is suppose O, this is suppose A, and this is my P, where we have represented m by n, any rational number. That means for any rational number there is a point. Then we have taken a length of the diagonal of a square whose length is, whose side is of uh, distance OA. Then we can see that there is a new point, there is a point where this point cannot be represented by, this is not represented by any rational number. This q is not a rational number. We have seen that root 2 is a rational number, and therefore, but there is a point for this rational number, for this number q root 2 on a straight line, and it is not a rational number. That means there are some points on this straight line which are not rational number, like this root 2. Root 2 is not rational number. We have proved that root 2 is not rational number. It is an irrational number, but its length is equal to the diagonal of the square of side OA, and this diagonal length is somewhere between to the right of A. And if this is not rational number, it has a point on the straight line. If it has a point on the straight line and it is not a rational numbers, that means there are gaps between rational numbers. If we have taken here 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 5 by 2, 1 by 2 and 5 by 2, there are infinite number of rational numbers, but there are some gaps between these rational numbers, and that gaps are filled by these irrational numbers. These gaps are filled by irrational numbers. If we take any multiple of root 2 into, suppose I am going to multiply here q into root 2, then again it is an irrational number. Okay, like this, root 2 into 2, here we get root 2 into 3, here we get a point. So likewise this is another rational number, capital En. This is another irrational number. This is another irrational number. This is another irrational number. So there are also points for irrational numbers. That means only rational number cannot be sufficient to show all the points on the real lines. There are gaps between rational number, any two rational numbers. Likewise, root 2 represented by point q, but q is a irrational numbers, which is and for this irrational number there is a point on the straight line, on this straight line. This shows that there are also number different that irrational number, and every point on this straight line cannot be simply represented by these rational numbers. Hence the rational numbers are not sufficient to represent every point on the straight line, and it requires some irrational numbers, and that irrational number is represented by like this q, m and n, multiples of root 2. Likewise, there are also other type of irrational number. This shows that for these, and we know that rational plus irrational, we have a set of real numbers, and we get that this set of real number, uh, there is a point for every real number. That means every point on this straight line is represented by a real number, and in the other words, or conversely, for every real number there is a point on the straight line. This is our today's discussion. I hope you have get that very simple. You have learned from the 7th standard that on the real line, on this line, there are points to represent a number, and to up to a number, there is a point on the real line. Okay, so I hope you have get the concept of real numbers, and remember that between any two rational numbers, between any two rational number, there is at least there is at least one irrational number, so if there are infinite rational number, there are also infinite irrational numbers. And the Dedekind and Contour have shown this discussion in a single statement, and the statement is that to every to every real number, there corresponds there corresponds a unique point on a directed line segment, and and to to every point on a directed line segment directed line segment there there correspond corresponds a unique real number. There corresponds a unique real number. This is the Dedekind and Contour axiom. We have proved this axiom. We have discussed this axiom. To every real number, there corresponds a unique point on a directed line segment, and to every point on a directed line segment, there corresponds a unique real number. Okay, so I hope you get the concept of today's lecture. Thank you being with me, and uh, participating in this discussion. Our time is at the finishing end, so before that, we stop and meet on the next Friday. Thank you.